welcome to all you lovely viewers watching at home or wherever you are, and thank you for joining me on another week's episode on House and Home. Now, the month of September is coming to an end, and we hope you've enjoyed our September lineup right here on House and Home. Now, just a recap on what we celebrated in the month of September. We celebrated Father's Day and, of course, the nation's greatest national holiday, which is Independence Day. And you probably celebrated your birthday or a friend's birthday. Now, personally for me, September was a very successful month for me, despite the rough edges I had along the way. But that's just how life is. When we fall, we get back up. Anyways, before I go on and start giving a speech about September, here's our lineup for this week's episode. Coming up on the show, we show you a picnic spot that was featured on House and Home's previous episode. Well, this is basically a revisit for House and Home to see how the business has been since House and Home's last visit. And later on the show, we featured Jaylene Morris, owner of Hombina. Hello everyone, my name is Lydia, and as usual, it is always a pleasure to have your company on the show with me. Now, before we get on to all that good stuff, and backed by popular demand, here's Janita Jeffets from Islands Elegance. Now, if you missed Janita's story in our previous episode, here's Janita again with her story.
My name is Janita Jeffets. I'm part Medang, Rabaul, Kaling and Solomon Islands, and Sepik. But yeah, I'm head of the family, so I'm from Medang. I've got two beautiful children, and Abby is my third child, who's a puppy. So I live with my two children here at 7 Mile. It's just the three of us. We've been here for quite some time. We've been in Port Moresby for quite a while too, maybe about 10 years. I'll just give a brief. I've worked in a couple of corporate companies. I've worked with the airlines, both New Guinea and PNG Air. I've also worked with hotels, the Crowley Hotels and Stanley Hotels. Stanley Hotel as the sales manager. My background is basically sales and marketing. My last job prior to me doing this is in mining investigator. I worked at Eden Valley, and I just resigned September last year to be with my children. So Island Elegance came to be basically because my two children are part Polynesian. Their father is Samoa, Kiribati and Tuvalu, and I'm from Papua New Guinea. So I thought island, because we're all from the islands, the Pacific Island. So Island Elegance came out to be because of that. And that's also how you see the items that we sold in the business. It's not just Papua New Guinea, it's a variety of the Pacific Islands. Island Elegance was established in 2020. However, I didn't put in much work because I was still on my FIFO, my fly in fly out work as up at the mines. So I never really put into work. So in operation would be about 2 years, but not from 2020. I started with 15 blouses in 2020 when I established. Not much work was put into it because of my work. So since last year, September, when I resigned, that's when I started putting more effort into my business, because that's the mainstream of income that my kids and I have. So yeah, full operation will be 2 years, but with more work and effort put into it will be from September till now. So we started with 15 blouses in 2020. Currently, Island Elegance is producing over 250 items per month. And that's a variety of blouses and kaftans and shirts and stuff. All right, in terms of management, yes, I run it on my own because I'm the sole owner, but I get help from my big sisters. So within Island Elegance, I have experienced tailors, which are my sisters. So I've got 3 sisters, this Judy, Elena and Marian. These are the ones that keep pushing me to do better, and they're the ones that sew for me most of the time, yeah. So my 2 beautiful children, Tiale and Mona, help out a lot. Since the pandemic, my 2 children were in and out of school because I was scared that they might, catch COVID, and I was away at work. So we decided for them not to be in school, so they keep going in and out. So for me to keep them firm, I started teaching them life skills on how to cut fabrics, how to look. They look at me and see how I sew certain things, how to put buttons to shirts, and I also teach them basic bookkeeping and how to do packaging and stuff. So they help me a lot. Yeah. With the orders that we get in, it sometimes I scream out for help because we get so much orders per day. Initially, when we started, we just to advertise what we have, we were just sewing and putting it out there. However, today we only sew upon orders, and we get orders for a day. We can have 2 or 3 bulk orders, and that's when my sisters get they have like an hour sleep or so. But I'm so thankful they're always with me. So yeah, in a day we always have about 1 or 2 bulk because we sell in bulk and single both. But in terms of orders, we get a lot of orders per day. So I sew, my 3 sisters sew as well. So initially we started with Mary blouses. But with our Mary blouses, we sew different styles. So we do all elastic arms. The reason why we decided to do that is because sometimes the arm size is bigger than the body size. So we decided to do all elastic arms, but the pattern is different. Sometimes we do frills, sometimes we do straight down with pockets. So we do Mary blouses, normal Mary blouses, we do summer dresses. We also do kaftans, and we just started doing Mrs. collars as well. My sister is doing that. So eventually at the end you will see some of the Mrs. collars that we have. So we do kaftans, we do Mary blouses, Mrs. collars, island dresses. We also do office wear. We do shirts for men and women. For women we do quarter sleeves. And we also do short sleeves as well. For men we can do the long sleeves and the short sleeves. So we do pretty much anything that the customer wants us to do. There's a lot of SME sisters out there who are having it the hard way. My motivation and message to you all is running a business is not easy. It comes with a lot of challenges, and sometimes we feel like we're going to give up. Sometimes we don't have customers. Even though we put a heart and soul into doing an item, you don't get a customer. And sometimes you feel, not sometimes, most of the time you feel like giving up. So my message to them is, I was once there, and trust me, if you keep going, you keep pushing, you keep telling yourself you will be better, you'll get there. And one day you'll sit down and reflect back and said, I'm happy I didn't give up. Yeah, because giving up, or even thinking about giving up, will pull you down. So if you're a sister, SME sister out there, and you're struggling with your business, be strong. You're capable, you have potentials, you can do better than what you are now. I was there, and now I'm here. I'm producing more than 200 blouses or items per month. If I can do it, you can do it too. Island Elegance has a Facebook page. I do have my WhatsApp number, the business number on the Island Elegance page as well. We don't have an Instagram page as yet. We will be having it this year. There's also one thing about Island Elegance I forgot to mention. Sorry, we're now on the content, but let me just, that's what's on the horizon for Island Elegance as well, is we'll be starting tailoring training. So my sisters and I will be working together to start doing trainings within Port Moresby and out ports as well. We think that what we have been doing for ourselves can be imparted to others who needs help as well. So yeah, we'll be doing that too. But you can find us on Facebook. Our number is there, and you can direct message me as well.
You're watching House and Home. Stay with us. We'll be back with more. Welcome back. You're watching House and Home. Now up next, we're here at the Taramagargana beachfront. This is basically a revisit for House and Home, as I mentioned earlier on the show. Now we're going to go and speak to Mr. Willie, who is the owner of the place, and he's going to tell us about the place.
My name is Willie. You're actually sitting here at my place down here at Garogana, Taurama Beach. I host a simple made picnic area, which consists of barbecue stands, self-made forms for people to sit, families to come out and enjoy themselves every day of the week, including the weekends. All right, the name of the place is Will's Barbecue and Picnic Area, of which families are invited or who wish to come and spend the day out here to relax, enjoy time out with their own families. The charge is at 50 kina per family per vehicle. All right, the more vehicles you come in, the extra you pay. All right, we provide firewood where we can. You bring along to make it easier for yourself. Water, our area here at Taurama is no water area, so you are encouraged to bring your own drinking water. But we try to provide when necessary and to see that families are here to enjoy. I also host bigger events. Examples of events I hosted the one of the women's SME shows and exhibition here. Also a couple of wedding ceremonies here and company outings for the festive and end of the year celebrations. So the place is not new, unfortunately, and if you need to come here, I will tell you straight that it's on a first come first served basis, and inquiries, you make inquiries at my home where I live down here at the beach, and we do plans to have you on the timetable for scheduled dates. Guarantee, no. And I've already got bookings with government departments, public and private sector companies. We have schools who are out here to have teachers' days, celebrations, birthday parties. You come out here, enjoy yourself. The Pacific Islanders are here. The scenario brings back memories to them, so they're regulars here. So we have the Solomon Islanders, the Fijians, then the Malaysians and the Sri Lankans, the Indians. They come out here to enjoy. It's a simple facility for you to enjoy. Restrictions, I don't have much restrictions here. I just want people to come and enjoy the facility and go back and come back again to enjoy more. I'm a simple man here with my family here. It is land that is owned and a venue that is owned by family here, so feel free to come around. If you need to do inquiries on hires out here, my numbers you can take 72667-319 75645-705. Feel free to come around. The beach is always open 7 days a week, from 8 in the morning to 5:30, the latest 6 o'clock. For Sundays, we are closed on the morning part, and the beach is, the picnic area is open after lunch to 5:30, the latest 6 o'clock. I am also assisting the schools on preparations for the national exams coming up. For this week here, I'm hosting the grade 12 students of Putuka Academy with the remedial classes of which they are conducting here at the beachfront. So for this next couple of days here, I've closed the area for the morning session so the children can and the teacher can conduct the remedials. So the opportunity is open, like I said, to any other events that sees benefits that will come to our children or our future generation. I try to assist in any which way I can.
Well, there you have it, viewers. If you're looking for a place to host your birthday function or an office event, or just to come down and wind down with your family over the weekend, you know which place to go to. You're watching House and Home. We'll go for a short breather. When we come back, we feature Jaylin Morris from Hombina Foods.
My name is Jaylin Morris. I'm from Eastern Highlands. I'm from all over the place in PNG, but I'd like to say I'm from Eastern Highlands because that's where my dad is from. I've been in the marketing space for a bit. I'm not new in the marketing space here in PNG. I've worked with a couple of big business houses. And I love everything marketing to advertising to branding. That's something that I'm passionate about. But I also love food as well. Not just the eating bit, but also about the techniques that are involved, all the different dishes that you can make out of one particular food item, all that. I'm married. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and I'm expecting another one in November as well. So a lot of things that I'm currently like engaged in, which is family is one of the big things that we're involved in that takes up a lot of your time as well. So yeah, I think in a nutshell, that's me. So we've been in operation for about 2 years now, I think slightly over 2 years. And we started when COVID hit the first time. And we said, you know what, like, you know, there was a lot of struggle at the time where people were shutting businesses and, you know, they were not making money, etc. And especially in the food business, like it was hit hard. But we started that. So we got the ball rolling around that time. And I said, look, listen, let's just give it a go. Let's see how it goes. Whether we do or die, at least we gain some experience in the process. So that was 1.0 at the time. So basically the business was about, it was a little space. It was more or less like a kai bar, but most of the professional side of the business was, we were involved in catering, corporate catering mostly. And then we do like, you know, the grazing boxes, which we were doing a lot at the time as well. So I think the physical space was more or less for the community that we operated in, providing local food that was affordable at the time when a lot of people lost their jobs as well. So it was that. And then quite recently, about five months ago, we moved to our new location, which is 2.0. Not really migrating out of Garahu. We were still in Garahu. From stage 2, we moved to stage 1 to the commercial strip, which is known as Debona. It's quite famous around here. So we moved here, and we've been here for about 5 months now. But it's a proper location, I would say, a proper setup. So Hombina means kai kai in the Siane language that's from Simbu. So that's where my husband is from. So basically, he said we were looking around for a word to basically name the place. And then that popped up. So I just rolled with it, and I said, fine. It's an unknown word, but it's here now, so, and it's here to stay. So basically, that's what it means. So basically, we started with just family, you know, because it's a family business, and we have, you know, like Papua New Guinea, when you start things like this, normally you would start with your family first. And then when you want to scale, you look outside as well. But there's a lot of interest in terms of outsiders wanting to be part of the business. So we've just started with the 2.0, but we will scale and we will look outside. But for now, it's family members at the moment. One of the key things that I've always wanted to do when I was at uni was start up a business, any business. And also my love for food sort of went into that as well. And that triggered me to get into that space. And also in terms of my experiences, like when I go out, there are places with different types of, you experience different types of atmosphere, sort of feelings, whatever it is, when you go to certain places. And so some of the, you know, sometimes it's a bit of a challenge here in PNG where you go to certain places, you don't get that kind of, a certain type of feeling or atmosphere that you're looking forward to. And so that triggered us to actually, how about we come up with a space where we can have that. You know, like for example, I can freely take my kid to a place and not feel like I need to apologize for my kid being there. You know, that sort of thing? Yeah. So it has to be a friendly, sort of inclusive space for basically everyone. Yeah. Whether you're living with a disability or whether you're a child, whether you're an old person, young person, whatever it is, you need to have a space that sort of can cater for that as well. And at the moment, it's been going good with 2.0. That means we're doing something. It's happening. And we're looking forward to what else we need to do. But I think one of the key challenges as well right now is in PNG, it's very hard to start a business. It's very, very hard for especially our local people to start businesses. It's very costly. And you need to be able to manage your money wisely as well. And some of the things that you need to do as a business person is to cut down on your cost, but really watch those costs as well. Because if you don't watch it and it slips through the cracks, you're going to have a lot of issue, and you might see yourself not being able to sustain the business long term. So I think it's very important that you look at the costs, which is one of the things that we're monitoring very closely with our businesses, and introducing certain key things that will help us manage that, like your POS system, your FPOS, where it triggers like, live reports and stuff like that. Because if you are going to scale, you're going to have to monitor that very, very closely, yeah. I think the exciting part is when people walk in and they can be themselves, and especially like our people. I'm talking about Papua New Guineans. You want Papua New Guineans to come here and feel like, oh, I'm house Blomi, or I'm house Tua Blomi, I'm house line Blomi. Like that feeling where I can be myself when I walk through here. And I encourage people when they come here, like, do not apologize for your kids. You don't need to apologize, not in this space. Kids will be kids. It's an inclusive space. Be yourself when you get here. So it's more or less like a friendly zone, family-friendly zone for everyone. And it's that feeling that you get when people come in and they're comfortable. Yeah, and also that feeling when they come in, they say, oh, this is Mbloyumi kind of thing, like it's owned by us, for us. So it's a good thing, it's a good feeling. Absolutely, I mean, there's so much opportunities. I always say we're only limited by our mindset. Well, we may be limited by our circumstances, but the mindset is the key thing. And if you're limited up here, you can't do anything. You're basically paralyzed from the top down. But to all the locals out there, this is your country. Wherever you live, suburb, blue, whatever it is, this is your country at the end of the day. That's point blank period. There's nothing, no one's going to come and change that. And as long as you're here, you have so much opportunities. And like I say, we've evolved so much that your mobile phone is practically everything. If you have credits on there, you have a mobile phone and you have credits on their data, whatever it is, that's an opportunity for you to capitalize on to basically do something. And the other thing as well, like I say, if you have an 8 to 5, fine, there's nothing wrong with having an 8 to 5. All you got to do is put some capital aside, startup capital, to fund whatever that you're passionate about, that you want to explore. So yeah, like just start something. If you want to do it, do it. Get some funding from your 8 to 5, put it there and get it done. Don't sleep on it, don't sleep on that, don't give excuses, just do it. Yeah, and you never know. Hi, my name is Jaylin Morris. I'm the owner for Hombina Grill and Cafe. We're located here at Debona Crescent over at Geru Stage 1. Come check us out. We have a lot to offer here. We've just recently opened 3 weeks ago, and we're looking forward to getting customers in. So we offer a wide range of things from the grill. We have all the meats, your chips, salads. We also have your fresh fruits. For breakfast, you have waffles, pancakes, all of those things, milkshakes, coffees. So just come on down, explore, have a look at the menu and see what you would want for you and your family. You can contact us for any catering, because we do that as well. You can contact us on 7193-1555, or you can email us on Hombina, that's HOMBINA @gmail.com, or you can basically just message us on our Facebook or our Instagram page. Yeah, so we're basically looking forward to seeing you here.
Welcome back to the show. Now, before we wrap things up, the Port Moresby Nature Park is having its snake testing event, and joining us is Francis, a snake handler from the Port Moresby Nature Park, to tell us more about the snake testing event.
Hello everyone, it's Francis again, and this is my friend Rata. We would like to inform you that we've officially launched the snake testing event already on the 14th of September. Snake testing is an educational awareness given to the general public about the importance of snakes in our environment. You will also learn some of the amazing features of snakes, how to avoid snake bites, and what to do or some of the first aids that you will do if you are bitten by a snake. This is my friend Rata. Rata is a green tree python. As you can see, Rata has a vibrant green color on its skin. That's how they give the name to this species, the green tree python. They also love living on trees, and they occasionally comes to ground surface in search for their food or to escape from predator. And that's how Rata and its friends got their name, the green tree python. Please do come and visit Rata and his friends at Port Moresby Nature Park for the next 2 weeks. The event will start at 11 a.m. and the other one will be on 2 p.m. We also have the main competition, which is a questionnaire program. All you have to do is participate in this competition and you will win amazing prizes, which is sponsored by PNG Air, Holiday Inn and Hilton Hotel.
Well, there you have it, viewers. The snake testing education awareness sessions are on every weekend on Saturdays and Sundays, proudly hosted in partnership with the St. John Ambulance. You can come on down to the Port Moresby Nature Park and meet these amazing creatures and their keepers at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. till the 2nd of October. Now, normal entry fees at the gate apply for snake testing, and the gates will open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So come on down and meet these amazing creatures and learn about their nature right here at the Port Moresby Nature Park. Well, there you have it, viewers. That's all we have for you for this week's episode on House and Home. We hope you enjoyed the lineup. On behalf of the House and Home crew and I, enjoy the rest of your week. Take care, be kind to one another, and we'll see you same time next week.